Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Today, tier list ranking time. We're going to see how did Sakura bloom in summer rank. We're going to be checking out the JP and global tier list to see where this character is ranked. Again, my theory, my thought process, I already gave that to you. You kind of heard me babble and ramble about that for a few videos now, giving my thought process on how she performs. But today, we're going to see the tier lists. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Helps out a ton. Let's hop over there and let's see, is she cooking or is she mid? Let's find it out. So as always, hopping over here to Pride when we're going to check tier list ranking over here. We have story low deficit. Right off the bat, I'll guess not good because she's not a story character. A tier. My bets are just somewhere SS. She has to be somewhere SS. And she is. Wow, PvP too? Okay. The PvP copers were correct. A lot of people in my comment section was saying that she is PvP potential, and she was. S tier and boss additional, that's what I told you also. The issue is she has distributed damage basically, which happens to be a problem for a boss with multiple things on the floor. Basically, that's why I'm guessing she's bad in high deficit. I think because her nuke is there to nuke, it just doesn't nuke because there's too many things distributing it. I think that's why they're ranking it, though we'll see where the pros and cons should give us an idea, but double S in boss solo, I think we were right. I think this is good. Now again, I don't know if this review, please keep in mind, do not get mad at this, we do not know if this review is based with Rosanna. Is this one counting Rosanna? I don't know. We'll find that out when we read the review right now, but if Rosanna comes out, I hope Pride Win updates if this makes if this makes Sakura far better. Because again, remember the whole point of this entire summer thing is for them to be teamed up like Blanc and Noir. Blanc on her own is not triple S, but together she's triple S. Remember that? So I'm curious if that is the case, but we'll see. Here we go. Pros and cons. Again, A tier, low deficit, B tier, high deficit, double S boss, S in additional boss, again, additional targets, and again, SS and PvP, very cool stuff. So let's see, scales very well with attack buffs, stable DPS, yet packs a punch. Pack a punch? Oh my god. Packs a lot of a punch during her own burst. Consistent attack damage buff to pair with her season, skill 2 activation. Wrong game, I've been saying season like 10 times today, so I'm sorry. Nuke and follow-up dot can be effectively used in PvP and are a strong source of damage in PvE as well. Competes for a spot in soul raid against wind weak bosses. Somehow she is even cuter than before. Cons. Against multiple enemies, her burst's effectiveness falls off. Mentioned that. No innate attack buff. Since she wields AR, she may not be able to effectively hit parts against far enemies, and hence her self parts damage buff will be a waste. If neither boss parts and element are in her favor, she may not be able to compete in damage against meta B3 in raids, which is the big thing I told you, yes. But we shall see later after Rosanna's here. So there you go. They are not obviously giving us a thing of theory crafting with Rosanna. This is purely without Rosanna. So without Rosanna, think about it like Blanc, right? That's where she's at. She doesn't have the buffer yet. How good will she be with the buffer? How much does that turn the entire tables and such? Does she make it a lot better? That's a thing we'll have to wait and see, correct? Remember, in certain bosses, she'll be the worst character known to man. But in some bosses, she'll destroy. That's what it is. It's called the FOMO raid. FOMO raid kit, right? Write that down. Patent pending. But what that point is in raid, season 27, right? Sometimes, like whenever that comes out, whenever that happens, she might be the greatest character ever, and the reason you lose that raid and rank at like top 10% is because you don't have her. That's the issue. When there's a wind weak boss, automatically she wins. That boss has a lot of parts. She's cooking them. She's cooking them, completely cooking them. But who knows when that happens, right? They release a raid, obviously, Solar Raid right now is releasing where she's going to look so beautiful because that's the entire point of the boss, right? That's that. So just remember, it's always going to be like that. It's like the FOMO of the century, right? Anise was different. Like, if you look at it, that's why I'm trying to say this. Quickly take a sidestep. Anise is different. Anise was triple S on spot on everything. On everything. You could put her on any team and she's triple S. This is much more niche, but great at that niche content. So yeah, if again, in PvP, her dot and AR type put her at a disadvantage against Scarlet plus Jackal teams, since she can be highly susceptible to dying against Scarlet's skill 2. So there you go. Those are the pros and cons. Again, we haven't seen Rosanna yet, so don't count her out of the fight on that context. But what I will say is this. If Summer Part 2 is there, how does that hold up? if that does happen. And if there is no Summer Part 2 announcement at the end of this thing, just go for who you want. They're both good characters. Are they going to be meta broken insane? Maybe not, but they're going to be damn good for, again, certain bosses. We don't know if Special Interception EX has some sort of win week boss that requires these characters. Remember, that's a new content up and coming, and maybe in the next 1 year, we get some sort of big content that requires big teams. We don't know, right? As of right now, again, mostly we've gotten minigames, but they did say that they're cranking in the content cycle, and before the end of the year, maybe we see something, or by next anniversary, full anniversary, not half, right? So, or rather by half, not full. You know what I mean? Because we have to wait one, because we already know what's coming up until Annie, right? We know that now, but that's there. All right. So with that, we'll hop over to this one, JP. So this is the initial ranking. They're giving Rosanna an SS just right now at a preliminary rank. They're giving her an S in, again, preliminary rank. And then A+, again, Arena, Small Fry, and Boss Battles. Again, SS, S+, and S. To see where they rank, you gotta go to Strongest Character, I think. And, yeah, S+ preliminary, S+ preliminary, 9.6, 9.2 points. So they're rating her higher now, right? She got rated higher because they liked her more. And as of right now, we'll see if Rosanna ranks higher, but where they are ranking her is S+, which is here in Burst 3. So they're ranking her on par with Amelia, Ludmilla, A2, A2B, spoke that miserably, Snow White, Helm, Guillotine, and Privity. That's where they're ranking her. They're also ranking her B2, so along basically on the side of these characters, which are pretty good. So that's not a bad ranking by any means. It's actually pretty damn good. I do think that they messed up this 100% because she is far better in PvP than they are saying, right? PvP, she gets S tier, and I don't agree with that one because she is, if you're going off of what Prime's saying, they're saying she's busted in PvP, which means her ranking should have gone up, but will she compete with these B3s? Don't know for sure because those are some great B3s over there. So I think that is a good ranking. I think they perfectly ranked her. That's there, right? That's my 10 cents. Perfectly ranked here. So there you go. I've already given my thought process. I already told you what I'm gonna do if I was in your situation. Simply, if you're on the fence of things, and these reasons for summoning, right? Not these reasons. The two big reasons to summon. If those aren't winning you over, then just wait. Wait for something else. Maybe like that stuff. There's again literally 2 summer characters confirmed, and then 4 more characters confirmed as in reruns. So 6 technically altogether. If another part 2 comes out, there's 2 more summer characters. Who knows? Correct? They obviously released a mission pass skin, an extra mission pass skin, all that. They must have made their money up. Maybe they don't need extra, summer, or they do. We don't know. So again, I'm going to summon because I like the character. I'm going to summon for Rosanna because, again, it's going to suck to miss a limited. They are hard to pull, and I'm not waiting 1 year for them, right? By the time they fall off and after everyone's used them to death, and they're already a pretty much meta team. But that's what happens, right? Basically, when a limited comes out or a Pilgrim comes out, that's most of the power creep. That's all the power creep we really have, per se. So, yeah. That's my take. Pretty good ratings. Let me know. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Did Pride cook? Did Pride fail? Did JP cook? They're both basically, by both sites, the same ranking. They're literally in the same area. Literally in the same area. Look, they're ranking them with them, which is basically what they're ranking them with. It's just they still value Anise higher. So do what you will. All right. Take care. Have fun. That's been it.